Now, I accept the point that the Secretary of State made at the outset that there is no direct link between the conflict in Gaza and what is happening in terms of the Houthi attacks and shipping in the Red Sea. But we, I think, would be wrong not to accept that there's interconnectivity between the tensions in different parts of the Middle East today. And I think that we need to understand the context of that. Back in 2020, when the Trump administration brokered the Abraham Accords between Israel, the UAE, Bahrain, and then Morocco, it was a great exercise in leadership to bring reconciliation to a part of the world that had seen too much conflict for too long. It has resulted in a big improvement economically in business and trade between the countries involved, and in people-to-people relationships, with around 500,000 Israelis, for example, visiting Dubai in the last few years, something that would have been unthinkable just a decade ago. But there was always one country that did not want the Abraham Accords to succeed, and that was Iran. They did not want the Abraham Accords to succeed because they didn't believe in a two-state solution, because they didn't believe that Israel should exist. Ayatollah Khamenei has got tremendous consistency in his views about the purity of the Islamic Revolution, his detestation of the West, and his contempt for the existence of the State of Israel. Anyone who's interested should read the book Reading Khamenei by Karim Sanjapur for the Carnegie Endowment for Peace. Iran was never going to want to see peace between the Arab states and Israel because it threatened Iran's hegemony, as it saw it, over the Islamic parts of the Middle East. And the big question was always, what would Saudi Arabia do? A major player in security of both the Red Sea and the Gulf. And when I saw the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia on Fox News saying that every day he believed that Saudi Arabia was closer to peace and reconciliation with Israel, my first reaction was Iran will react against it. And whether it would react against it through its proxies in Gaza, funded and armed by Iran, Hamas, or Hezbollah, funded and armed by Iran in Lebanon, or whether it be funded and armed by Iran in Yemen through the Houthis. It turns out, in fact, we now see all three actually being active. And we need to understand that that axis of resistance, as Iran calls it, against the West, is something that they will keep going as long as they possibly can. They will not seek peace. They will resist peace at all times.